What's up guys, that one Andrew here and welcome to a new video. We're doing something a little different today. We're going to be going over some Persona things I've recently got off eBay, and today they're actually all going to be books. And I have 5 books over here in my pile. You can't see them right off camera to the right. And 4 of them are strategy guides and 1 of them is an art book. I went ahead and did one from every single game. So I have a Persona 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 book. They will not all be similar though, and you'll see what I mean later. But first, we're just going to go ahead and jump in. We're not going to go through every page because these books are kind of thick, especially later down the line, and that would just take an insane amount of time. So we're just going to kind of skim through them, get a look around for them, and see what it's like. Alright, so the first one we got over here is the Persona official guidebook. If you go on eBay and look up Persona guide, you're going to get a lot of results, interestingly, and you're going to get a lot of duplicates and revisions and new guides and things like that. I think in Japan they actually revise their guides and release them again. So the one I have here is just the official guidebook by Masashi Handa and J.K. Voice with Kenichi Shinjoi. Not sure who those people are, but they made this one. We're just going to go ahead and browse it a little bit. So in the book, we have some nice art in the corners. And at the beginning, we have a map of the town. Obviously, all this is in Japanese for this particular book because this is a Japanese-only book. We have some maps of some of the dungeons. I'm not sure what dungeon exactly these are because, again, I don't read Japanese. But it has the floor level there, and then it has item checks, and it'll have different bosses on there and stuff. If you look closer right here, it says like level 30 HP, 720, and stuff like that. And I'm sure it has monster spawns and things like that. But the whole front part is the dungeon, and some even have like screenshots of the game. Let's get past that. A lot of dungeons in this game. Ice Queen, I think. Maybe not. I'm really talking out my butt because I can't read any of this. So we're already about halfway through the book, and the first half is really dedicated just for that walkthrough part of the game. Now we're starting to get to the actual guide stuff of the game. We have a character guide right here where it tells us all about our characters in the game. Different variations of things, how to walk, how the HUDs work, things like that. I couldn't tell you what any of this is. Battle guides, how the game is actually played. You can fight, escape, contact form, or analyze. Different statuses. Different variations of statuses. Lots of stats. If you can read Japanese and you're interested in Persona 1, I highly recommend this guide. Fusion charts. And then if we get back here a little more, some more fusion stuff, we have the data file where it just starts telling us about all the enemies and demons and their stats and what levels they're at and what they are and what kind of they are. Like kind of here we have air and aqua and wonder and awake. And Persona 1 is very obtuse if you've ever played it, so a lot of these things, even in context, are still quite confusing. But this guide is very helpful on trying to make some sort of sense out of the whole mess. Different types of personas you can get with their different arcanas. And that's about it. So this guide probably, actually I know, this guide costs around $20 on eBay with $25 of shipping. So if you're looking to get this guide, it's going to cost you around $40 to $50. There are other Persona guides out there, but the English one is very hard to find and is very expensive, and all the other Japanese ones will run you around the same amount. Alright, but that's the Persona 1 guidebook, just a little skim through. Now, let's go on to Persona 2. This is the Innocent Sin Perfect Guide, official Perfect Guide. Not sure if it's for the PSP version. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it is because this particular artwork looks like it's from the PSP game. So again, we're just going to kind of skim through it real quick. The official Perfect Guide. And there's Tetsuya right at the cover, looking angsty as always. Just story stuff. more story stuff. Oh, there's the story stuff. Actually, I have no idea what the front was because Maya's over here telling me story. I don't know if this was an official book. I mean, it says official on the front, but I don't know if like Atlas officially published this or anything, or how any of the publishing stuff works. Just like with Persona 1, if you look up Persona 2 guides, you're going to get a plethora of guides, both for Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment. You will, honestly, it's kind of like a roulette on which one you get and if it's a good quality or not. So far, all the ones that I've gotten have been of good quality. We have the maps of dungeons now and different things like that. And this is kind of nice because up in the corner, it says like theater and stuff like that. So it's actually like, or actually, you know what? Never mind. It all says theater. I don't know. Got some characters in the game and stuff like that. Then, just like in Persona 1, we have a data section. And they're going to give us all our demons. And this is actually really nice because it has artwork of every single demon. And it has the level being bold. And I'm sure if you use some translator, you could try to figure out what stat means what. So this could be theoretically helpful in the game. If you're playing in English, all you just got to do is translate some things. But I just find enjoyment in looking at things like this and just seeing all the different demons that are in the game and all the different things that can happen and the characters and stuff. Even if I can't read it, I can still read the pictures in a sense and just look at things. And now we got our enemies over here. Different levels. I'm sure if you knew how to read Japanese, it'll tell you locations and item drops and attack variants and things like that. Spoilers, maybe. Maybe they'll have a boss section too. There is potential spoilers. Oh, maybe not. And then, oh, whoops. And then just some stuff at the end. That's an interesting thing. So yeah, Persona 2, Innocent Sin, perfect guide. Pretty cool. Just like the Persona 1 one. Now, the only English one we have today is the Persona 3 official strategy guide. This did release in America in English in 2007, I believe, or 6, not sure. But on the copyright in the back it says 2007. This is actually helpful if you're playing Persona 3 on PS2. Oh, I forgot to say, Persona 2 guide ran about the same as Persona 1. You get it for like $40 probably. This, if you're looking at getting this guide, it's going to cost you upwards of $80 to $90, maybe even more. And this particular time, this guide is only going to keep going up in value, in price, and it's only going to get harder to find good copies of it. So this is kind of just giving a backdrop of the calendar at the beginning. It's telling us about like special events, festivals, special holidays in Japan, things like that. Basic information, your dorm, what Tartarus is, personas. It's just guide to the game. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let's get through the basics, and now we have a summary of the story. In case you're playing the game and you forgot what happened, you can come here, and it will tell you. So like right here, 7th of April, 2009, first day of the game, late night. After the introductory movie is finished, you'll be asked to give a name for your character. Why that's in the guide, I don't know, but they made sure to put everything in the guide. And as you can see, there's like the quiz answers and stuff over here. It gives a little outline of every single day, things that can happen. Gives a little month thing over here, which tells you the phases of the moon, when you have exams, shopping guides, pop quiz stuff, literally everything in the game that you could think of that could happen on a calendar day. They give you information about it. They tell you about it. Okay, now we're over to quests. Social link stuff. This is probably the most useful thing in this guide, is that it has social link information for every single person that you can social link with. and it tells you the rank and the questions and answers to it, and how you get to there and things like that, how you rank it up, which is extremely helpful. Obviously, in 2020, we have the internet. We can just Google Persona 3 social links. But back in the day, couldn't really do that unless someone made a game fax about it, or IGN made a guide or something like that. And then at the back, just like in our last books, we have data sheets. And this is just about everything: monsters, personas, people, all that stuff. So if you're a big fan of Persona and you're a big fan of Persona 3, highly recommend this. Just know it's going to cost a pretty penny. It's going to cost around $80 at least for a good copy. All right. This next one for Persona 4 is a little different from our other ones. It is actually an art book, and it's not even for a game. It's for Persona 4, the Golden Animation. I thought this would be fun to just look through real quick. I've been collecting art books too, as I've been getting all these. Let me adjust the camera real quick so you can see it a little better. I've been getting art books too, along with getting all these strategy guides, and I mean, that's what they are. This art book is a little, not disappointing, but I prefer English ones better. Sadly, a lot of these art books do not get translated. A lot of them are in Japan only. So the only way to see this art book is in Japanese. And they do have captions on them, but it was released in Japan and all the captions are in Japanese. So I can't read them. I can't read what the artist was thinking or their inspiration behind these. But there's a lot of cool things that absolutely aren't in the anime, but there's concept art for all of them, and it's really cool. Now we have drawing board stuff for the anime. Have all of our favorite characters from Persona 4. Golden. The animation. And Persona 4 Golden Animation had such a distinct style to it, especially compared to Persona 4. It was more flashy, in my opinion. A lot more expressive. Doesn't mean it was better. It was different, though. It was also all in Japanese, I believe. They never made an English translation for it. A lot of hijinks. A lot of fun things over here. A lot of, it really put the, dungeons and the battles and things like that in the background for most of the series, and it really focused on like character development and how these characters interact, and how specifically Marie interacts with all the characters. This is a boy, Adachi. He's a good boy. Look at that boy. Nanako. There we go. Got some personas. Got some battle drawings and things like that. It looks like it goes through the whole anime. But yeah, cool things. If you're an artist and you like Persona, I highly recommend any art book, really. Especially these ones. You can easily just like start drawing them. Not on it, obviously, but like you can just start like using it as inspiration, or you could trace draw or something like that, and help you learn how to draw these characters. But I love these art books, and it really is disappointing that most of them do not come out in America. But that's why we have eBay and the internet, so we can import things. Almost done. Oh, look at that. Look at that boy over there on the left. Adachi. Cabbages? Alright. So that's the end of that. Just a fun little art book of Persona 4. The Golden Animation. I think this costs around $60, something like that, with shipping. Again, it's up to you. If you're into the art of anime, if you're into Persona and how it's drawn and things like that, and you just want to see some cool Persona pictures, then I do recommend it. If you're just a casual fan, though, and you're just looking for things to give more depth to the series and stuff like that, I wouldn't really recommend this. This is really just for the hardcore fans. Alright, and the last thing is Persona 5. the Royale official complete guide. I got this because I thought it was really cool that they're still making guides in 2020, especially for brand new games that are coming out in like, well, I guess this came out 2019 in Japan, but still, it's awesome that it's brand new. And look at the thickness. This is a guide, ladies and gentlemen. This has everything you need to know about Persona 5 Royale. Social links, monsters, day-to-day stuff, dungeons, everything you can think of. This book has it for that game. And it's just really cool. And it's crazy. And I kind of really love it. It did cost $70, something like that. I don't know if I would recommend it unless you do speak Japanese or can read Japanese. Because translating this would be insane to do. It would be awesome if someone did it, but, you know, video game guides don't exist in America anymore. But it's got everything that all of our other guides have. It's got our personas, it's got our social links, it's got our characters, it's got our data, it's got our monsters, it's got everything you could think of for the Royale. Hopefully not the bosses, because spoilers. But this, I just thought it was really cool. I like how girthy it is. It's so thick, and it's so small too. Short, like lengthwise. It's not the size of our strategy guides in America. The size of the art book is like the normal size for us, but I guess these shorter style ones are more common in Japan. That's kind of cool. We have some oh, the outfits. So it even has all the outfits that you can get for your characters, DLC included, I believe, because there's a Persona Q2 outfit. So yeah, this is just a guide and a database for everything. It's crazy. Crazy awesome. But yeah, just do a little flip through of that real quick. And then we have our social links in the back. Or our, my bad, this is a calendar guide. Right? Yeah, this is a calendar guide. And it's telling you, like, so if you look at the top, so like September, this is what they expect you to have on your character ranks. Like Igor should be 8 already, Morgana 8, Makoto 5. You should max out a couple of them already. And then go into the next one and stuff. And keep working on that. So that's really cool. If you're looking to do a full social link run, this would be helpful. Knowledge for the second lap, so 30-second playthrough. Helpful in that stuff. It's just really cool, and I really, really, really wish this would be translated. Sadly, there's no chance that it will be. God, I just love the art in 5 also. It's so stylish. Even their guidebooks have to be super stylish and flashing in your face. All right, but yeah, that's Persona 5, the Royale official complete guide. Pretty cool stuff. There's the actual front cover for it that doesn't have the slip-on. Pretty cool. So that was just a little look through of some books that I've gotten, some Persona books. There's a lot more. Maybe, depending on how you guys like this, I might do some more of these. I am planning on doing a Persona collection redux in the future, in a few months. With shipping from Japan right now, things are just taking a lot longer. And if I'm going to do it, I would like to do it kind of all at once and not just keep going over and over and over again. So the things I've ordered now, I'm going to wait for those to get here, and then I will redo or do a part 2 with the additions to my new collection or my added on collection. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're having a lovely day or night whenever you're watching this, and I hope you're staying safe from riots and pandemics and whatever else is happening in the world. Locust plagues and meteorites hitting us, maybe. Who knows? But you're all awesome. Thank you. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Which book out of this little thing right here is your favorite? This little group? Do you like the art book? Do you like 1, 2, 3, or 4? Do you like the Japanese ones? Let me know. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.